Today, I'm going to take you through 9-time Olympic gold medalist Caeleb Dressel's diet. I'm going to show you the food that he eats to fuel his body, to train for gold, as well as take you through a full day of hybrid training. All right, so we were kicking this day off with our breakfast. When looking at what Caeleb eats for his meals throughout the day, and especially breakfast, it says that he likes to go light on his breakfast, where he doesn't like to have anything heavy. And what he'll typically do, he said, is some oatmeal. And he also says that he loves honey. So he'll have some oatmeal, he'll mix some honey in, and he'll strictly just go carbs. Throughout today, I think this nutrition is going to work really well because it's going to blend very well with the way that I train in a hybrid style where I mix running and lifting, where I'm eating a lot of whole food in my diet, and I think it's really going to work well. It is going to be different because I'm not going to have protein with this meal. So it's currently about 4:30 in the morning. I have 3 personal training sessions, and then at 8 o'clock, I have a little gap in my schedule, and then that's when I'm going to go for my run. So we'll see how this goes. Typically in the morning, I'm having a carb and a protein source within an hour and a half of that run. But like I said, today we're going through Caeleb's diets, so we're going to feel like an Olympian and see how that works for us. All right, so it's currently 8 o'clock. I just finished up with 3 personal training sessions. I'm about to go for a 5-mile run. So I don't typically get to run and lift in the same day. Training in this hybrid style, I do blend both of these into my program, so it does mix really well with eating in this style. And Olympic athletes, a lot of times they will train multiple times a day. They have to train really hard to be the best in the world. So I am lifting and am running today, so eating a lot of calories. Eating a lot of whole foods is going to mix really well with my training and this hybrid style of training that I do. So I haven't eaten in a couple hours since the oatmeal and the honey. Haven't had any protein yet today. I am going to do a scoop of electrolytes, especially training in this style where we're training multiple times a day. Just water is not going to hydrate you enough to make sure that you can stay at peak performance. So I did 1 scoop of our Pink Starburst Fit Grind Electrolytes. This is one of the products from our supplement line. So if you're interested in checking it out, I'll leave the link in the comments in the description below. You can check it out at fitgrindformula.com. You can use the code GRIND15 for 15% off your first order. I promise you're not going to regret it. So I have a little gap in my schedule before my next personal training session. We're going to go for a 5-mile run, and then I'll show you what Caeleb does after his morning workouts, what he eats post-workout for his meal.
You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone. Got your head in a cloud, so delusional. In an ocean of all this emotional. Let's be sure, I'm looking for something
So just got back from the run, finished 5 miles in 39 minutes, 53 seconds at a 7:58 average pace. Overall, it was an awesome run. It was kind of overcast today. It was misting a little bit outside, so overall it was perfect conditions for a run because especially here in Nebraska lately, it's been hot, it's been humid, it's been like 100 degrees. So that was a beautiful run, super awesome conditions for that run. Post-workout. Caeleb's post-workout, what he says is he goes for some protein and some carbs. So he eats a protein bar and drinks a chocolate milk. I'm gonna down my protein bar. I am going with a higher calorie bar today, especially because we're trying to fuel our body. We're running and we're lifting today. So we're not trying to slack on the calories because those calories are what's gonna fuel our body. So I have a MetRx protein bar. This thing's got quite a bit of protein. It's a pretty higher calorie bar. If you're looking for a lower calorie bar, I'll usually go for like an Aloha protein bar, a Quest bar, or even a One bar. And then also downing this chocolate milk, I'm gonna take it even 1 step further. I'm gonna do another scoop of our Pink Starburst Fit Grind Electrolytes just to make sure that I'm nice and hydrated. I'm somebody that typically sweats quite a bit, so that is where I need to supplement with more electrolytes just to make sure that I'm properly hydrated, that I'm not pushing out too much electrolytes through my sweat, that it's going to affect my strength training session later. So I'm going to eat my protein bar, drink my protein shake, and drink my electrolytes. We're going to come back for lunch. I have a couple training sessions. I have a gap. I'll show you what Caeleb does for his lunch. That'll be my pre-lift meal, and then I'm going to take you through my full upper body workout that I'm doing later today. So I will see you guys in the next clip.
So it's been a couple hours since I had my post-run meal where I had the protein bar, protein shake, and electrolytes. Did a couple personal training sessions. Now I have a gap hour. We're going to go through Caeleb's lunch. So from what I've read, it says that he likes to, for lunch, stick to something that has quality protein, quality carbohydrates to fuel his body. And it said that he also likes fish. So what I have in my bowl here is 2 packets of tuna. I have 1 packet of rice. So this is going to be a great pre-workout meal. That is something that is going to fuel our body for our strength training session. Especially when Olympic athletes are training multiple times a day, they need to stack as many meals in between training sessions as possible, get as many high quality carbohydrates, because those carbs are what's really going to fuel our body. Those carbs are going to be ingested and stored as glycogen, and that's the energy source that we're going to burn through really intense workouts. So this is going to be a great pre-workout meal before my strength training. Also going to wash it down with some water, just especially training multiple times throughout the day. Like I said, just hydration is super important. It's something that you just need to stay on top of. So I'm going to eat this. Like I said, I have a gap hour here. A lot of times people ask me, like, you know, as a gym owner, what do you do throughout the day other than personal training? And the gap hours, we really try to utilize our time as much as possible. This is where we're creating content. This is where we're fulfilling orders. So for the apparel or supplement line, just getting those orders boxed up, shipped up, get labels on them, get them ready so they're ready to go that day so they can go out to whatever carrier they're going through. This is also where we'll program workouts for clients. This is where we'll program nutrition. This is where we'll do a lot of the admin type work that needs to be done, the behind the scenes work that needs to be done when you're a personal trainer and a gym owner. So I'm going to eat this real quick. I'm going to maximize my hour before my next training session. I have 1 at noon, and then we are going to hit a shoulder and arm workouts at 1 o'clock. So I'll see you guys in the next clip, and I'll take you through that workout. So I just finished up my training sessions. I drank my pre-workout. I'm already itching, buzzing, I'm ready to go. But one fun fact that I did read about Caeleb is that he loves honey. I freaking love honey too. So I'm gonna do a shot of honey before the workouts, get a little fast carbs, just so we can get a gnarly pump going for this shoulder and arm workout, and then we're gonna hop into it.
You stay lost. We are reaching for the stars.
Let's go work out.
But we're making this too hard, and I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show, 'cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow.
So for this workout, I started off with full dynamic warm-up, did a little light rowing, got some blood flowing. Then I went into my primer, which primer, especially for the shoulders and arms, is a great way just to build that mind-muscle connection. I did 3 sets of a shoulder width push-up, focused on tucking the elbows, did 15 to 20 reps here, and then I went over to a cable, and I did same thing, 3 sets of 15 to 20, really just focusing on squeezing my biceps on each curl, really just activating muscle, getting some pump, getting some blood flow. This is something that you can really do to, like I said, build that mind-muscle connection, and it's going to allow you to target that muscle a little bit more later on in the workout. After that, going into some heavier stuff, doing a close grip bench press, again, tucking the elbows, getting a good strong walkout. After doing some warm-ups, I did 3 sets of anywhere to 6 to 8 reps, built up to a top set of 225, and then same thing, 3 sets of 6 to 8 on a dumbbell curl. I chose to alternate, but then supinate at the top of each rep, and what I'm really focusing on is not let the dumbbells come behind my pockets and then just squeezing my biceps. Next superset was a tricep, so we did an underhand pushdown with an overhand pushdown. This is a great way you can really just fry out your triceps. So you do 10 to 12 reps with an underhand grip, and then flip your hands overhand, keep the same weight, do another 10 to 12 reps. I did 4 total sets on each of these. This is a great way, like I said, you can just fry out your triceps. And then we do the bicep equivalent next, where we do 2 bicep movements back to back. So we did a shoulder flexion cable curl, where I'm taking advantage of the cable and getting that constant tension and keep my arms out in front of me a little bit and kind of replicating a preacher curl, doing 10 to 12 reps. After you get 10 to 12 reps there, you're gonna go on to your second bicep exercise, which is a dumbbell hammer curl. Same thing, 10 to 12 reps. Try just to smoke out the arms. I did 4 total sets on each of these. Like I said, this is a really good way that you can just completely destroy your biceps and your triceps and really just leave it all out there and get a lot of blood flow going. After I did 4 sets on each of these, I finished with a little bit of shoulders. I did a shoulder reverse fly and a lateral raise on the cable, and I took an ankle strap and I did a reverse fly. You can get that constant tension and then superset it, and you stand up and do a lateral raise. Again, like I said, this is a really good one that you can do that is going to keep that constant tension on your shoulder. I did 4 sets on each of these of anywhere from 10 to 12 reps, and really just focused on activating my shoulder and squeezing as hard as I could to the top of each rep. So I just wrapped up that arm and shoulder workout. Predominantly, this focus of this workout today was a little bit more bicep tricep work, especially when I'm going to run and lift. I'm not going to do a really heavy deadlift session or a really heavy back squat session or really high volume leg day. Typically, that's where I'm going to run, but then my strength training session is going to be a little bit more isolation, a little bit more hypertrophy, trying to build muscle. And the shoulders and arms works really well for that because it's not super taxing on the nervous system and not super taxing on the body. Like I said, today was more bicep and tricep focused. We had a little bit of shoulders at the end of the workouts. My second shoulder and arm workout, it's more of a shoulder push focus with some strength work and then a little bit of isolation bicep tricep at the end. That's a good way that you can structure your workouts to focus on different muscle groups. That way you don't get dominant in one or weak in the other. So post-workout meal, from what I've read, Caeleb's go-to is fruit and some protein. So he'll either do a protein bar or protein shake. He'll go with some fruits, apples, oranges, bananas. I'm going to do 2 scoops of our Fit Grind whey protein. I already mixed that up. You can have 2 scoops here. That'll give me about 50 grams of protein. And then I'm also going to have 1 banana, just a really good carb source. This is typically what I personally have after my workout every time, especially being here at the gym. It's just something I can get down in between training sessions. It's super easy, that digests well, that doesn't sit like a rock in my stomach. So I'm gonna drink my protein shake, eat my banana. I have 3 more personal training sessions left today. And I know that Caeleb is a new father and says that he likes to spend time with his family. And this is the point in the day where I really do start to miss my family. You know, I really do enjoy coming home to my family. I have a wife and 3 boys, 12, 9, and about to be 3. So they're just really at fun ages, and this is the point in the day where I really start to kind of get excited to go home to them and see them and spend some quality time with them. So we're going to wrap up work today. Like I said, I have 3 more training sessions into the evening. We're going to go home, and then I'm going to show you what Caeleb's Olympic dinner looks like.
So I made it home. We're going to have dinner. When I was looking at what Caeleb had for dinner, there wasn't anything specific. He said that it was just something that was quick on the go. You know, being an Olympic athlete where you train multiple times a day and being a husband and a father, I can relate with that. You kind of just grab something. So my wife, beautiful wife, Alyssa, made me some protein pancakes. I got some fruit. I got some Greek yogurt. I'm going to top it with some sugar-free syrup. So just something that's going to be pretty high in protein, fairly high in carbs, and pretty low in fat. and is really going to help our muscles repair from the challenging workouts that we do. So I'm going to eat this. I'm going to spend some time with my family. The last big point that Caeleb made is that he really focuses on prioritizing his sleep. So he really focuses every night on getting 8 hours of sleep. If I wanted to get 8 hours of sleep, I would have to go to bed about right now. So I'm going to choose to spend some time with my family. I'm going to go to bed. Usually I get about 6 hours of sleep a night, which is not going to work long term, but you know, we're in that grind phase at the gym right now, and that's just the way it is. So I'm going to go spend some time with the family. I'll see you guys in the next clip where I'll talk about kind of the overview and what I learned eating like an Olympic athlete and eating like Caeleb Dressel.
So overall, what did I learn eating like an Olympic athlete, and specifically Caeleb Dressel today? So overall, you do not become an Olympian without understanding the importance of nutrition and fueling your body. So everything that I've read, Caeleb understands the importance of nutrition, fuels his body around whole foods. He has a diet that's medium to high in protein, medium to high in carbs, and is low to moderate in fat. Overall, everything that I've read on his diet is it's very balanced and it's structured around whole food. From what I found online, it wasn't super different from the diet that I currently eat, training in a hybrid style or mixing lifting and running together. Now, I'm sure that when he is maybe in a prep or a build for nationals or even the Olympics, I'm sure that the nutrition is dialed in and it is a next level type of thing. Like I said, you don't get to the Olympics by just accident. It takes hard work, it takes discipline, it takes years and years and years of perfecting your craft. It takes dialing your nutrition, dialing in your recovery, and that's something that I can really respect. So shout out to Caeleb for continuing to grind day after day, work for the things that he wanted, and have a lot of success in the Olympics. That's something that I can really respect and I can really look up to. And overall, just shout out to all the American and Olympic athletes that really just show up. But that show is the culmination of years and years and years of hard work that you don't see in the background. And that is what I love. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I'm gonna leave a couple of the videos you can watch on the screen here next. Make sure you check those out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.